No, didn't want to do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll give it a couple minutes. We're doing this is just a short, quick check-in live. Um, I meant to get on here a little bit earlier, but I'm on soon. We'll be on day 2, fully day 2 of fasting. Pretty much on just water and electrolytes and minerals and um, coconut water as well. I mix that kind of in later in the day. Um, and I'm trying to get nature in as much as I can. It's raining, like a lot of rain and a lot of wind and cold, and so I'm just gonna take it easy today and chill. And I'm feeling more, I guess you could say, I'm not hungry. I don't feel hungry. I feel just yeah, I'm definitely going through some changes in this fast. It's very, very different, this fast that I'm doing. Um, because I've realized that every other time I've done fasts, I never had a why. Um, why am I doing it? What is the intention behind it? And my intention always was kind of like for health, for cleansing my body, for detoxing. While that's a great why to have, that's what it's kind of been every time. I never thought to do it in a way where I want to be more godlike. I want it to bring me closer to God. And by me allowing um, and clearing out whatever I need to clear out so that God can fill me with his light. Um, and yeah, I never looked at it in that way, and that's my why, like to bring me closer to God, to allow God to use my vessel to do good for humanity, for the planet. And I know that there's codes and activations I'm experiencing, um, and it feels very different. It feels very, very different than the normal fasts I've done over the years. And hello again, Phoenix. How you doing? Welcome to the live. So, yeah, while yes, it's cleansing me and I'm detoxing and everything else, it's also allowing to remove any densities or things that are preventing my entire body to be overtaken by God's light. Um, and again, as I say all the time, man, this is not a religious platform, and I don't know why I need to say that, but it sounds like when I say these things, like because of the way that we've been programmed and conditioned, it sounds like yeah, I'm preaching the word. Like it's religious, and why does it have to be religious for me to want to be closer to God, want to you know um essentially I'm giving up any and all resistance, and I feel much more humbled and vulnerable when I'm fasting, especially this time around. Um, Again, it feels very different. And I do feel like very strongly that I'm going to come out of this a different person. Um, there's a lot coming up for me. I'm feeling a lot. I'm noticing a lot. Uh, Again, it's not at a level of, oh, I'm hungry, I have to eat something. Although, yes, it would be nice because, obviously, there's a level of energy you feel different when you do. Um, but it's not like I'm craving foods or different things that I haven't eaten in a long time or just in general. Um, I've surpassed that many years ago, because I've been doing this for several years now. But again, as I said, never doing it with a why. Why am I doing it? Why am I fasting? Why am I cleansing? Why am I, um, like, you have to have a why to keep you going. But I would just keep going because I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it to cleanse my body. I'm doing it to detox, not actually doing it to get closer to God, which is, at the end of the day, is what we're all trying to do. But a lot of us don't realize it. A lot of us don't know it. Um, you're always being walked back home, and through, I mean, all of us know, if you've been through life for several decades or even, you know, 20 years of your life, you've got to realize, or at least I would think, when you hit rock bottom, most people tend to lean on God or find God in that dark space that they're in. When you're brought to your knees, it's like the first person or place, I don't want to say person, the first place you go is God or Jesus. Um, at least that's been my experience. Oh, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot, man. Um, Thank you again. And yeah, if you're vibing with the content, um, we've posted a lot of shorts over the last couple days, really being vulnerable, Luna included, talking about things that she experienced in her childhood. And it hasn't been easy. Neither of us chose easy paths, to say the least. But I know that in these challenging and difficult paths, we're here to do big things. And we're here to help others. And we're here to help and assist in changing the planet and making this place a better place, because we all know that it has not been serving humanity for the good, for the greater good, for that matter. And that's about to change, and that's about to flip. And a lot of us are doing the work, doing the things we need to do so that things will in fact change, because each and every one of us have the ability to change, to make massive changes. Even if you think, oh, well, there's 8 billion people, and if I vote, and I'm just using voting as an example, if I vote, how am I going to make a difference when there's 8 billion people? It doesn't matter, man. We all make a difference. When we change the world, and it's a reflection of us, of each and every one of us. And I know that I'm doing this. I know that one would say, well, why are you sacrificing eating? Well, sometimes you have to sacrifice to get closer to God. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't necessarily want to do to get closer to God. And in developing a relationship, God will have you do things that you not necessarily don't want to do. And maybe you'll kick and scream for a while. Maybe you'll, you know, um, throw a tantrum, and all of it's okay. God is here for it. He's listening. He knows the steps you're about to take. He knows the steps that you possibly could take. Um, Trust and believe, your guides and your higher self. They all know. You know, they all know. Um, they know before you know. Joey Gaiman, what's good, brother? So, I'm doing this fast to quite literally get closer to God, to be more God-like. And it's very, like I said in the beginning of this live, it's very, very different than what I normally would do. Because as I said, my intention always has been to cleanse and detox, which, again, that's part of it too. That comes along with it. But I'm allowing more light to come in. I'm allowing for God to use me. Um, I really badly want to see change on this planet. I really badly want us to come together and for there to be less, or if any at all, separation and divide, where we realize we're all one and we're all connected, and we help one another instead of try to hurt one another, where we lift each other up instead of tear each other down. That's what a lot of us have been have grown up around, whether it be family doing it, whether it be friends, whether it be uh, schoolmates. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, um, why be hurtful to someone? Why not be loving and kind? Why not treat somebody how you want to be treated? You know, um, and I think, and I know, and I believe, and I've been shown numerous times as to why we're all being shown so much separation and divide in the world, so that we can truly realize that that's not what we want. We want community. We want oneness. We want everyone to just come together and be kind to one another, and lift each other up, and help one another instead of uh, you know things being secretive. Oh, well, let me just keep how I did what I did secretly to myself, instead of like sharing it to others. you know Realizing that maybe you could help someone, maybe someone else can then be a light for God, maybe be, you know because at the end of the day, man, um, whether we like it or not, God is blanketing this planet with his light. And things are about to change. And they are changing. And they have been changing. And, whether you want to be cleared out or not, God is clearing us all out. And a lot of us are being guided to fasting and different things to cleanse and let go and release, and so that we can allow for more light to come in. We can let go of all the densities, and we can ascend. We can co-create this new earth together, and usher it in together. Because I know that's what everybody wants. I don't believe that everybody wants it to be just the way it's been. It doesn't serve us. It's not serving our highest good to snub somebody when you're walking past them on a sidewalk, you know, because of the hurt and trauma you've been through, you know. Eh, and I was shown that numerous times by my guides and angels. When I was heavily in the Akashic records, I was being shown that how they sense when they sense our interactions with each other. They are able to, um, through all our senses, through our emotions, through our feelings, through our eyes, which are recording everything, through our ears, which are our ears, which are listening. All of this is being recorded and goes up to the Akashic records, and then goes to the spiritual realm, and that's how they decide and figure out what kind of humans to bring in next that will help and assist in shifting humanity forward. And it's like, if I can help someone to feel comfortable, to feel um, more love, to be more in your heart, to be more grounded and centered, to trust yourself, to trust the process, to trust what's unfolding, to know that you're being led and guided every step of the way, then I did my job. I did what I came here to do. The divide is between what appeals to young women versus what appeals to life, truth, sovereignty, higher realms of consciousness, etc. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Alex. Yeah, if you haven't been here before, man, subscribe and tap the like button, man. I appreciate you. It's like, well, I mean, also at the same token, divide comes within us. Um, and and I see more and more people coming together. I see more and more people um, creating communities, um, doing more heart-centered and heart-based things, like being kind and generous, and all these different things are God-like. They're God-like. And more people are stepping up to do more humanitarian things than just service to self. Like, I need to get to this $1 million. I need to get to 1 million followers. I need to have 10 cars and 3 houses. And, more and more people are beginning to realize that none of that is important, as important as we've made it to be. Um, and, in watching my dad pass away and, in 2022, and I was really close with him, and it was super challenging and super difficult. Um, I got really mad at him. I was doing a session with him, a QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis session, which is past life regression. And he was laying in the bed, and I was wheeling a chair into the room. And I haven't really talked about this much, but I was wheeling a chair into the room, and it was making tracks in the carpet. And I said to him, he made a comment. He says, "You're ruining the carpet." I'm like, "What do you mean? You can just, once I take the chair out of here, you vacuum and the wheel marks will go away. It's not that big of a deal." And he got really angry about it. And mind you, at that point, the cancer was really showing signs physically. You would see it. You were seeing it. His eye was beginning to bulge out. Let me just say that. I know it's a lot of information, but and he was wearing an eye patch and stuff of that sort. And this was his third round of cancer, by the way. And so he got angry about it, and so the chair just was there, and you know, I got triggered by it. And I said to him, I said, "Dad, are you kidding me right now? Like, this dresser is makes you happy?" And he said yes to me, and I said, "What the F? Are you kidding me? Like, there's a possibility you're not going to be here anymore. And this furniture is literally actually makes you happy." And I know that was just ego. I know that was, his ego. It felt egoic, as I don't even know the words to come out, but it felt coming from the ego. And you know, and then later that day, I think it was that day, either it was that day or it was the next day. I think that was the night before. Or actually, it might have been the same day that I walked out of the room, and I heard this big bang, and he fell. And he was having some sort of convulsions on the floor, and hit his head on the counter and all that kind of stuff. And I walked out of the room for like 2 seconds, and he got up. And basically, what he continued to say throughout his life, because of his father and the trauma that he experienced from his father having a botched surgery in the hospital and dying in the hospital, and him witnessing it, he always stood by that once you go in, you never come out. And that's exactly what happened to him. He was given way too much fentanyl, and he stopped breathing. And I know for a fact that he, as a human being, not as a soul, but as a human being, he had no intention of that happening. We were in Virginia Beach that weekend before we got back like 2 days before. We went there for him to do a quantum healing session. Even though I was doing them, we wanted to go to somebody that had more experience, that had been doing it for a long time. And we went there, and he even fell in Virginia. And so, but I knew intuitively, but then I didn't, because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it, and because he fought the first time in 1997 from fourth stage cancer, and he walked away from the doctors, and he healed alternatively in 6 weeks, and they gave him a week. And but to watch him pass, and before he passed, all he talked about was finishing his taxes when we got back. And he never got to finish them, nor did he take anything that he worked his ass off for with him. So it gave me like a whole new perspective on material things. It gave me a whole new perspective on just life in general, that we forget about the small things, and we're sitting here constantly trying to get more and more and more. And that's not God's plan. That's not the purpose of us coming here. So in fasting, you can fast from many different things. You can fast from social media. You can fast from shopping. You can fast from sugar. You can fast from consuming television. Whatever the case may be, you can fast from a million different things, which I truly believe that when I started 3 or 4 years ago, that it changed me in a way that, as far as like attachments to, uh, you know, these earthly things, it vastly goes away when you the things don't have a hold on you anymore. Like food doesn't have a hold on me anymore. um I've gotten to a place where, like, before, I used to live for food and not eat. I used to eat to live and not live to eat, essentially. I wanted to travel the world and try gourmet foods all around the world. And the more and more I fast, the more and more my palate changes. And I go through these massive phases where I'll buy some food, I'll eat it, like a little bit of it, and then I can't eat it anymore. And then it's now time, like, I'm like, okay, uh, yeah, I had my fix with that, and now I'm gonna eat. I gotta eat something else. Um, Granted, I was very. I couldn't eat the same things all the time for too long. I would go through phases, but it was not like it is now. Food just does not do it for me anymore like it used to. Um, I mean, I would eat a piece of Ghirardelli chocolate, and my eyes would roll behind my head. I experienced that kind of experience with food, and then I would want more and more and more. But now I could eat a little piece of chocolate, and that be sufficient enough. There's not this massive attachment to it. There's not this addiction to it, and that goes for pretty much anything and everything. Um, so just taking that step, and fasting in general, which I'm not telling you, and that's not what this live is about. I wanted to do a quick update and live as to what I'm doing. I've been recording daily vlogs. This time, I've never done this before when I've fasted. Um, so um, this is kind of, different, that I'm like documenting it and vlogging it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Let me tell you something, man. One thing I can tell you for certainty that I learned from him is, well, I learned many things, but man, he had so much discipline, and so much wit, and so much, like if he was determined to do something, like when he healed from cancer, he was determined to do it in 1997, man. And the one of many things that I learned from him, He always walked down paths less traveled. He never followed everyone else. He created new pathways. And that's what I'm here to do. And that's what I've been doing from day one being on this planet. Um, I'm here to lead. And with all the experience and knowledge and the things I have been through and Luna's been through, man, we have so much knowledge and wisdom, and just through the experiences we've been through, and I full well plan to share it. I didn't come here not to. And I hope that whatever I share, it helps somebody, that they don't have to go through what I went through, or they have more knowledge to do whatever they're looking to do. And hey, Vaganish, what's going on, man? But thank you, Alex, for that beautiful statement. His spirit definitely lives on. I communicate with him all the time. He's communicating with me all the time. And, he went on after 1997, healing from cancer, and showing the world that that's possible, that anything is possible. That's what I learned. The biggest thing. But not only did I learn that anything is possible through him showing me that that was possible, I also saw him help so many people. He volunteered. He helped thousands of people that had illnesses and diseases, and it was such a beautiful thing to watch, man. Yeah, please tap the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you all, man. It's not all about us, man. Most of us, and if you're finding this channel, most of us are here to serve. We volunteered to be here. We chose to be here to assist humanity in remembering who they are, why they're here, and what they came here to do. We chose to be here to volunteer to usher in the new earth, to co-create it together. I respect that immensely. We each have something unique, if not in talent, then in perspective. And we should all be looking to express this in novel ways, as opposed to mimicking what has already been. Yes, 100%, man. And each and every one of us, man, are role models. We're all role models. We're all here to, and how do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to be? And I say this all the time, it's like, what do you want to be remembered by? Like when you leave, how do you want to be remembered? Man, I could say so many things about my dad and how he's remembered. And I know he impacted so many people, man. So many people. Grand Rising Robert, welcome, brother. He impacted so many people. So it's like, I want to be remembered by this person that really, truly helped others. Not just because I thought I had to, but because I wanted to. Because that's why I know I came here to do what I came here to do. And I want to be a role model. I know I'm a role model. I've been shown that numerous times, where random people have approached me, and in being out and about, and where I was asked how I do the things I'm doing and what I'm doing, and what's my why. And I just want to be remembered as a good person, a giving person, a kind person, a compassionate person, someone that just was here to serve humanity, and so every day I wake up, and like I said, this fast that I'm doing, and Robert, I know you're just coming in, but this is day 2 of my fast that I'm doing. But this fast, and I know you've been around for a lot of fasts I've done, but this is a very different Hey, Vladimir. Welcome, everybody. Tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel, everyone. Appreciate you all. Gray Wolf, what's good, brother? This is very different. This fast is very different. And I'm fasting on water. And I'm taking electrolytes and minerals and things of that nature, which I normally don't do. No, I'm not. It's cold out and it's raining. So, and I'm fasting. I don't think you know because I've been vlogging it since Sunday, which I'm gonna make a series about it. I've never done that really. Oh wow, well start it, man. I'm going till Friday, brother. Water and coconut water I'm doing because it gives you a lot of electrolytes and stuff. So, um, yeah, man, you can fast from that too, man. Again, you know, I'm not giving any advice on here. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I've had 3 to 4 years or more. I've done, and my dad started fasting on water in like the 80s. Um, that's what I'm potentially going to be doing. Again, the way that I do it, and I've learned over the years, is I don't want to put a yeah. But here's the thing that I never did before. I had a why, but not a why like this. My why this time is getting closer to God and allowing more light to come in, developing and building a deeper connection with God, with my guides, with my angels, getting more clarity, more understanding. So by clearing my vessel out, by detoxing my body, I'm allowing for more light to come in. Um, so my why is to get closer to God. Now, mind you, in that process, of course, I'm going to get initiated in some way because you don't go through a 5 day fast and then God doesn't initiate you in some way, shape, or form. And you're going to have some kind of shift, which I know I've already felt. Um, I don't feel hungry. I started on Sunday at 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time, so it's now 10:30 on Tuesday. We're coming up to like a day and a half, almost 2 days. Um, yeah, Vaganish has. He's been here many times. Um, he's a longtime supporter. Yeah, well, the anger. I mean, I don't. It's just. I mean, look, anger is going to come up. I think you mean like hangry or something like that. Like people get after they don't eat for a little while. Yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing, man. I'm not outside because it's raining and cold. Yeah, exactly. And that's the one thing I can say that fasting has done for me is detaching me from all the worldly things so that these worldly things don't have a hold on me anymore. So like Robert mentioned coffee, sugar, carbs. Like I used to be, like I said before, like I said earlier, I lived to eat, not eating to live. Everything was about food. Food was everything to me. and and now it's like I find myself 3 to 4 years I'm fasting from food. Interestingly enough, I could be fasting from social media. I could be fasting from porn. I could be fasting from. I've done all those things. I've fasted from pornography. I don't partake in that any longer. From having watched that my entire life, just about. I've fasted on semen retention, no fap. I've fasted from alcohol. I've fasted, which I don't do anymore. I've fasted from weed and just about everything. Um, yeah, exactly. Because man, you are so wise, Vladimir. Wow, like the statements you come out with, just wow. Yeah, I know you are, because I was told that already, man. Oh yeah, this fast is way different than any other fast I've ever done. And I'm getting chills. I just got chills when you said that. just right after. And this is way different. This is way different than any other um, that I've done. And I've done a lot of them. I've done many, many, many fasts. And I know that it's bringing me closer to God, bringing me closer to Jesus, bringing me closer to my guides and angels. Um, ooh, yeah. Thank you for that statement, Vladimir. Wow. Sometimes I just have to. It's because this fast is in alignment with other energies. Yeah. Mm, interesting. Yeah, and I'm doing it with a group, which normally I just do it on my own. And I'm in this community, and it's something that I want to offer in me and Luna's community as well. And I know that I'm picking up some different things because I've never thought about, oh yeah, let me fast from social media. I never thought of it in that way. Um, but now I see it in a different light. Daren, finally you are realizing the one true nature of God and spirituality. Mm, wow. Yeah, yeah, and um, I talked about it yesterday because I forgot the name. It's like I'm pretty sure it's Muslim, the Muslim faith. They do Ramadan and they fast for like 30 days. And I understand why. It deepens their connection with the one creator. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, I love the Hindu culture, man. Does do they do Ramadan too for 30 days, 30-day fasting? I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm not positive. I met a friend that I know he was Muslim and he was doing Ramadan, and I remember it was like last year or the year before, and he was telling me about it. I was actually going to see him weekly, and he would tell me about his experience. Fasting is powerful, even if on drugs, but preferably not, because experiencing the suffering is part of it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You are. I mean, listen. I definitely am feeling a lot of it this time, this go around. Um, it's not really the hunger thing. It's more like energy wise. But as I sit here on this call with you all on this live, I feel I don't feel anything. Let me not say I don't feel anything. Let me rephrase that. I feel fully energized. I feel like I could be on this live all day because God is working through me. God's using me, and it's what I've been calling in and asking for, like Luna has, fifth dimensional relationships, clearer, being a clearer channel. And in doing this, it's allowing me to be a clearer channel to receive information, to allow God to use me any way He sees fit. Um, I know that I have big things to do here on the planet because I've had to witness for 47 years what I don't agree with, what does frustrate me, what does anger me, and what has been happening and what continues to happen. And I know that in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to be a leader. I already am. And uh, I know that as I record this video, I know I'm going to look back and, you know, be like, wow, wow. I mean, I already do. I've changed so much, especially in the last few years, but this fast is just very, very different. And I'm glad to be, going live with you guys and periodically, you know, maybe I will do it throughout the day and I'll go live and just, for short periods of time and just update you all on what I'm going through, what I'm experiencing, how I'm feeling. Um, as I said, I did record a vlog yesterday and one today and Sunday that I'm going to edit, and once finished, I'm going to post it all. Um, I'm new to the spiritual dimensions of reality. April 13th, 2024. Oh, wow. Yeah, you are new. Well, I'm glad to have you a part of the fam, Alex, um, because we're growing in numbers every day, man. And I love you all, man. And, you know, I thank you for all your support, man. And just your beautiful, kind words and the wisdom you spit out. It's just beyond, it lights me up and brings me joy to come on here every day and know that we're building this beautiful community of like-minded souls, and we're here to change the world, and I know that this fast that I'm doing is huge. Jeremy, what's good, brother? This fast is huge because, and again, like I said, the plan was 5 days, and the way that I usually do it is I go into it with no plan at all, other than an intention. Like I said, the intention usually has been to cleanse and detox, but um, Vasu, love you too, brother. Been a long time looker on your lives. I love your live streams. They are so welcoming. Thank you, man. I appreciate that from my heart, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Well, I'm glad that you finally felt called to actually share in the comments. I love when everyone shares and it helps everyone, you know. So good for you for stepping up and having courage to do that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to do that, Vladimir. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a really good idea too, speak to the water, Yes, the water totally has memory, and I will do that before I drink it and consume it. Um, yeah, wow. Wow, you guys are amazing. Wow. Words cannot even describe how grateful I am for all of you and the community that me and Luna are cultivating together. I've been wanting to contribute to the community. I just make daily wage now, so do not have spare to give. No, man, I'm talking about contributing, like commenting. If you want to contribute, I appreciate that too. We do have the thank you button on there, and you can, if you wanted to, super chat something. But I'm referring to contributing as far as like sharing, like you're sharing now in the comments, tapping the like button, subscribing. That is what I mean by contributing. Um, just you putting in the comments that you've been a long time supporter, and um, you know, you love the channel, and all of it is helping somebody else. You're being kind, you're being humble, you're being vulnerable, and that's huge. And even if you're just silent in the background, it's okay too. Your energy's still here, and your energy is felt. You know. Yeah, nice to meet you too. And so that's what I meant by that. Um, so you said I'm more of a listener. That's okay too. That's okay. Like I said, whatever you feel called to do is perfectly fine. You're more of a listener than a talker, and you love listening to many opinions and experiences and learning from them. Yeah, I do too. I do too. And that's why I love when you guys contribute, because it definitely helps me to learn and grow as well. Um, I know I talk a lot, and no, no, no. Um, um, just a part of the the change in season and the stuff outside, and um, I had a little bit of like a drip on Friday, like a nasal drip or whatever, but it's gone. And it's more like the heat. Like I get like I think the heat was running or something like that, and it was like it gets me stuffy when that heat. I don't like the heat, Um, not the AC, but the opposite, the heat, if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, I'm always here. Just wanted to express my gratitude to Daren and Luna and the community. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I try to be. Um, there's a woman who places a uh, petri dish of water over a photo or a drawing with some defined image and then freezes the dish. The image then appears structurally in the. Wow, that's pretty neat. Nico, what's good, brother? Yes, this channel is a great start to a day. With so much negativity, it's nice to have some positivity. Thank you. I appreciate that, Robert, a lot. It's a safe space and welcoming. Sadly, the world at large isn't that anymore, so I'm more of a shelter seeker here. Vladimir, yeah, Daren, water and air elements are best cleaners. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to get outside today. Um, like I said, it's raining and it's cold, but nature is healing, and it's vitally important for me to do that, and especially while I'm fasting. So as I said, my intention was to fast for 5 days, but I just listened to my body, and whatever my body guides me to do, whether maybe I'm done today, maybe I will go till tomorrow, maybe Thursday or Friday. Um, but I don't like to say, well, this is how long I'm going to do it for, because I think in my experiences over the years in trying to do anything like that that's could be potentially difficult or challenging, um, like when I quit smoking, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop right now or this or that. And it was like, it was, I literally, I didn't make it that way. Basically, let me just be real about it. I didn't make it that way. I need to just go day by day. And I think it's really good for anybody starting out to go day by day and not be like, I'm going to go for like a month. And then you don't do it. And then you're like judging yourself and criticizing yourself because you feel like you failed. Whereas you just set the intention of why you're doing it and the why. And then you just take it day by day, hour by hour. And whatever you end up is a success. It doesn't matter. Even if you did a half a day or 2 hours, or let's say you were choosing to do a water fast and then you switched it on day two to be a broth fast, you know, it doesn't matter. It's what your body needs and wants. And the best thing to do is listen to your body and just go day by day, whatever you're trying to do. If it's you're trying to quit from coffee, if you're trying to stop smoking, um, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Social media, I think that a lot of times people try to say, well, I'm quitting this completely. Yes, I've done cold turkey. That's what my dad was big on. He quit everything cold turkey. I've done that. I've had to do that too, like when I was smoking. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you. We're just doing an update on my fasting journey. This is day 2 of fasting on water. So we're just kind of having to talk for a little bit about it. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, man. I smoked for over 20 years, probably. I smoked from like 13 or 14 till I was probably like in my 30s, late 30s. And let me tell you what, I tried every which way to stop. I stopped buying them. I said I'm going to wean off of them. You're going to stop when you're good and damn ready to stop. And that's it. Um, and it goes for the same thing with eating and food addictions and pornography and all this thing. I've done all the things. I've tried every which way, man, with everything, with food, with pornography, with um, social media. At the end of the day, yeah, I just had to quit cold turkey. Like I had to delete all my accounts on social media. I had to completely stop watching porn. I had to, um, if it was some kind of food I was stopping from, I had to just throw it in the garbage. It was like I tried to wean off of cigarettes. It didn't work. I said, you know what? I'm going to limit myself and have one or two a day, and that's it. And it didn't work. I had to completely, for me, I had to cold turkey it. Everything. As far as like fasting goes, though, I really think that it's important to just go day by day. And I think also, even when you do cold turkey, to go day by day, um, and not beat yourself up if you don't. Because let me tell you something, man. I fell and picked myself back up smoking a zillion times before I finally just stopped. So I have to just bring up this page because I have to join something very shortly. So I'm going to be ending this live very, very shortly. As soon as it comes online, I have to go. But let me see what you guys are saying. Smoked the last one yesterday. So hard, so hard. Yeah, I know it is. Yet, if you do, Robert, it's okay, man. If 3 days from now you feel like you need to have one, or you pick one back up, or you go back to buy a pack, that's okay, man. It's part of the process, man. And don't judge yourself and don't beat yourself up about it, man. You know, um, at least be proud of yourself for trying. Be proud of yourself for wanting to do it. And here, you know what? Actually, I have a tip for you, Robert, which I never did before for my own self. But why don't you ask God to take the habit and the addiction away from you? Why don't you choose to give it up to God and surrender it to God and let God take it from you? And He will take it. Believe you me. If you let go and you fully surrender and choose to give it up to God, let God take it. Take care, Vladimir. Love you, man. Thank you, Vladimir. I appreciate that so much. Your dopamine detox has the adverse effect of making me miss your streams. Oh, glad I was able to catch a part of this live. Oh, you're dopamine fasting. Interesting. I've done that too. Um, Pretty much, man, when you're dopamine fasting, you have to cut out everything, man. I mean, even seasonings on food. Like when I had been diet when they said I had candida many years ago, I literally was so angry and upset that I had to give up food and seasonings, and I pretty much was eating nothing but birdseed. And I gave up every single thing. I was on NoFap. I was on semen retention. I got rid of porn. I got rid of any and all foods that had any seasoning. I had to eat everything that was bland. I pretty much was just eating raw salads. I deleted all my social media. I was pretty much just in nature, and that's it. When you're doing a dopamine fast, you're rebalancing your dopamine receptors so that you aren't addicted to anything really anymore. Nothing has a hold on you anymore. But yes, it's not easy, and it's definitely challenging, and you go through definite withdrawal for sure. So thank you for sharing that, Queen. I appreciate that. And yeah, I definitely miss you on the streams. Um, and you're doing amazing because you're not only doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for the greater good of all of humanity. And I appreciate you for that, man. Thanks, everyone. Stay peaceful, stay mindful, stay happy. I appreciate that. Everybody, man, anybody that's new, please like and subscribe as well. Tap the like button. Um, oh, I didn't see. I practice Kazan philosophy. I learned from my time in Osaka. You just have to be 1% better from yesterday. Just the 1% improvement. Trying to quit something without addressing the underlying cope is like trying to wrestle. Yeah, I agree, Alex. I agree. I agree, but you know what? You end up getting to the root cause anyway, the more and more you keep trying because you're, you know, and the key I think that we all haven't, that I have learned recently is just give it up to God, man. Let God take it. And the underlying things will heal. Yeah, yeah. But a lot of us didn't know that at the time, man. 20 years ago, no one really teaches these simple things that are so simple yet so difficult at the same time. I've been listening to piano and it helps me alchemize. All the best for your fast and take care. You take care too, Queen. I hope to see you soon. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sharing what you're doing. And I'd love to, you know, um, put in the comments of the videos, um, if you're on social media and not watching or you just come on. I'd love to hear how your journey's going. Have a great day, all. I gotta go. My reports before I. Well, me too. So that gives me a perfect opportunity that I do have to head out, um, because it's starting any minute. So I will be back with more updates. I love you all, man. Thank you for tapping the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for doing what you're doing because you're doing it for not only yourself but all of humanity. And I love you for it. And I appreciate you. And thank you, Alex, for joining our community, man. I love you, brother, and I appreciate every single one of you, man. And I'm grateful and thankful from the bottom of my heart, more than you know, for all your beautiful comments and your support. And it means the world to me and Luna. Yeah, man, scope the channel. We have so much. We have over thousands of videos and lives, and you will be just there's so much love on there, man, and so much activations. We have light language, crystalline soul healing. Luna does dancing lives and cooking lives, and I've done them, and there's all kinds of stuff, man. So you'll spend hours and days and weeks and months with all the stuff we have on the channel. And follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on Facebook as we're trying to get to 100 followers so we can go live on there. Right now we're at like 48 or 49. So anybody watching, please follow us on Facebook so we can go live. Preston, welcome to the live. I love you all, man. I will see you in the next live, in the next video, or somewhere around the world. Until then, man, stay vigilant. Stay in your heart. Stay grounded. Love one another. Treat each other how you want to be treated. And be kind to others, man. We're all doing our best here on planet Earth, man. So, I appreciate you, man, from the bottom of my heart. Queen, I love you. Alex, love you. Preston, love you. Robert, love you. Love you, everybody, man. Vladimir, thank you for showing so much love and kindness and compassion for me and Luna. And I just love you all, man. I'll be back soon. Um, I'll keep you updated on my fast. But it's going good, as you can see so far. And we got this. You got this, Queen. You got this in the bag. Just ask God for help, man. Ask God to help you with it. Anyways, I love you all, man. See you soon. Peace, love, and light from my heart to yours.